Hi everyone, welcome to the Rich Medley. My name is Coco. Today on the channel I wanted to do a quick natural hair medley, and it's on how I came to fall in love with my natural hair texture, 4C. As you can see, my hair is wrapped up in twists and is ready to be washed and deep conditioned in the next few hours. So it's the best time to come on and chat about the 4C hair texture. First of all, subscribe to the channel and then let's chat. So I'll first of all begin by chatting about the natural hair texture that I have. I am a 4C strand and it's a fine strand. Would I say my hair is thick? Would I say it's thin? I'd say it's in between. I don't have that few follicles, I don't have that many follicles. So my hair is not the thick type, it's not the thin type, it's right in the middle, which I love, makes it more manageable for me. And what I would say about the 4C strand is I'm noticing it's not the more popular strand out there. Why? Because first of all, most of the popular natural hair bloggers are a looser hair texture. So there'll be about maybe 4B, maybe 4A. Another thing is that most natural hair products out there prefer to use brand ambassadors who are looser hair textured. So most of the popular natural hair products you see out there will have a model, a spokesmodel with maybe a 4A, a 4B type strand. And so for that reason, the 4C hair texture is not as out there as it could be. When you try to go natural and you're doing your research, the front line, the face of natural hair is actually loose patterned curl girls. So that's what happened to me when I was doing my research. You know, everything looked glamorous, it looked easy to maintain, it looked easy to style, and I thought I could definitely do this. And then I jumped in, and when I jumped in, I came to find that at the end of the day, my hair is its own person, it's its own curl pattern. Most of the things that I was doing, that I saw girls doing, were not working out for my hair. So things like wash and goes, you know, I'd go in, wash my hair, my little afro, put in the gel, and lo and behold, there was no particular curl pattern that was bouncy or even wavy or floating in the wind. None of that stuff happened for me, and I was getting frustrated with it. You know, and even today when I chat with some friends who are going natural, I mean, one of my friends is obsessed with having curls, and she puts in gel, and you know, by the end of the day her hair is back to this short, crunchy, tight coil. And I say to her, you know, at the end of the day, you are a 4C. Your hair is not going to behave like the things you see on YouTube, the curl patterns that are just big and wavy and that maintain the Eco Styler gel to the end of the day. Our particular coil fights gel. It's stronger than the gel, so your hair will become a tight coil once again. It won't be that loose wavy thing that you see all over YouTube. So it ain't happening for you, boo. Point blank period. There's definitely a stigma on 4C, even when girls are going natural or when they're considering going natural. One of the biggest things I hear out there is that, oh well, you know, my hair is like steel wire, it's so coily, it's hard to comb. And what these girls are basically describing is the 4C natural hair pattern. And I think one of the best things to do is for us other 4Cs to get out there and say, well, you know, we're actually achieving length and manageability with our 4C strands, and even just doing, I think, a few styles to show that at the end of the day we also can be part of the natural hair conversation in a neat and manageable way. I think that's very important to say. I wanted to just quickly run through the frustrations that I went through and how I got through them. Hold up. So one thing about my natural hair, what I first of all discovered is that my ends are very coily, and sometimes they look like they need a trim. Actually, they always look like they need a trim. That was a very frustrating point for me. Even when I had relaxed hair, my hair always looked like it needed a trim, which was very annoying. I ended up trimming my hair 4 times a year when it became natural, and to be honest, I should have more length, but because it frustrated me, I just went on a clipping session every 4 months just to make my hair look like it did not need a trim. But in actual fact, that's just the nature of my ends. It isn't the fact that I need a trim all the time, it's just the fact that my hair just coils at the top as well, and it's just very stringy, very coily, which I've had to, you know, come to terms with. In the last 1 year, I've decided that I now have a length goal. I want my hair to reach a certain length, so I've decided I'm not going to be trimming as often. I won't be trimming 4 times a year like I used to. I'm going to start trimming my hair just twice a year and make that work for me. Point blank period. As 4Cs, another thing that we experience usually is that the hair is very difficult to comb. I come on YouTube and people talk about using denim brushes, you know, stuff to like wash their scalp, those little brushes that they use to like scrub the scalp. And for the 4C, none of these things are an option because our hair is just too tight of a coil, and I'm beginning to become okay with that. It's very, very difficult to comb because it's a tight coil. It is painful to just easily just run a comb through your hair. Like, just try it. If you're a 4C out there, you know what I mean. It's one of those things that you may have to check into how often you comb, maybe reduce how often you comb. I know for a fact most 4Cs prefer to have relaxed hair purely for that reason, because their hair is difficult to comb. And it was a problem for me as well, to be honest, because you end up with a headache. Your scalp feels tender after like a styling session or a wash day. It's a bit of work, to be honest. But how I've managed that is I realized you don't need to comb as much as you used to think you needed to comb. When my friend first said to me, you know, you don't actually have to comb as often, I was like, what? But after some time I realized it is true. You don't have to comb your hair as often, and if you need to organize your strands, you can finger detangle, which is definitely much easier on the scalp and much gentler on your tight coil, your tight strands. And for me, I don't walk around with my hair in an afro state. It's always tucked away in twists, so I don't have the need to arrange my strands in order. That's what combing is actually meant to, arrange your strands. That's how I feel, and I don't have a need to have my strands in order. I don't walk around with my hair in afros or hanging on my shoulders. I tie it up, so there's definitely not as much need to comb your hair. But if you're trying to be, for manageability, you can definitely just finger detangle. That's however I came by how I don't comb as much. Finger detangle, I probably comb about once a month with a wide tooth comb. It's so wide, guys. I'll bring it out sometime and show it to you. But it's a very wide tooth comb, and it makes life much easier. Just comb out once a month, like between the strands, just comb that out. Organize your strands once in a while, and then leave it be. Use your fingers, be gentle, and let the 4C hair live, child. Let it live. Another challenge with us 4C girls is the dryness and the subsequent dullness. When I say dryness, you guys, the subway system, the Uber system, the cab system for moisture in our hair is pretty much non-existent. Like, moisture just does not travel easily down the strands because the coil is so tight, and the moisture is definitely challenged. Okay, our hair challenges moisture, and then moisture just gives up halfway through the journey. So most of our ends look dry and brittle. For that reason, the best way to help moisture arrive is to use your hands. Just get the moisture, the hands involved, and work with the strand. It's one of those things that I was finding very frustrating, because after like 2-3 days of applying moisture, my hair just felt so dry and brittle. So I came up with a routine where I had to come in maybe once every 3 days and use a spray bottle and pay attention to my ends and midway through the strand. Frustrating, but also manageable with extra moisture. When it comes to dullness of the hair, it's just not shiny anymore, to be honest. When you come from the weave, you know, the bling bling, the shine, the gloss, the L'Oreal eyes, the glamour, oh, I'm worth it. And all that volume and shine going, you're faced with your natural hair that's just not as shiny. Point blank period, that's just a fact. And with 4C, most 4C, because moisture once again is a challenge, our hair doesn't look as shiny, which can be a bit of a challenge for you if you're used to that shiny look. To be honest, the more you moisturize, the more healthier and brighter your hair looks. So the more moisture you apply, the more shinier your hair looks. The drier the hair, the duller the hair. So once you understand that concept, it's easier to maintain shine, it's easier to work with moisture to add shine and softness to the hair. So one of the best things for 4C natural hair is moisture, because moisture not only adds manageability, but it also adds shine to your hair. There's also products like coconut oil that add shine really quickly. Another thing dealing with 4C natural hair is knots. Because of the coil pattern being so tight, it's like the strands want to often intermarry with each other and just intermingle and just get stuck together. It is it's a struggle with the 4C coil, to be honest, because as I say, they're very attached to each other in this incestuous way almost. So because of that reason, You get knots often, some single strand knots, sometimes even balls of knots at the end of your hair. It's just something that you have to deal with. It was definitely a challenge during my afro stages because it's difficult to wash your hair because you can't quite put your hair in twists yet because the twists are so short and they unravel. So while you're shampooing your hair, the twists unravel and the hair, the knots become intertwined again, causing knots once you're drying. I remember things like detangling on wet hair that I saw on YouTube. You know, 4C girls on YouTube say, you know, some 4C girls, not all 4C, but some 4C girls say, you know, detangled on wet hair. But for 4C, that is not realistic because the coils get intertwined, often causing problems like even more knots. So in a nutshell, how do I manage my 4C natural hair? What I do is I keep it stretched all the time. I live in twists essentially. I try not to handle my hair when it's wet because I know that's the coil coming in, and when the coil comes in, like I said, intermarriages with the next coil and just wanting to stay together and stick together and not divorce, that causes knots. So when my hair is wet, I put it back in twist, wait for it to dry or to semi-dry, and then I'll come back in with what I want to do. Do I want a moisture? Do I want a style? I'll do whatever I need to do when the hair is mostly dry and stretched. So for my type of 4C, I definitely do not touch my hair when it's wet. I wait for it to dry in twists and I come in with the detangling process and also with the moisturizing process. Another thing that my 4C hair prefers is drying without heat. The last time I used heat was probably, 3 years ago. I haven't used heat in my hair except to deep condition. When I put my deep conditioner in, I cover it with a plastic cup and then I use the heat from a blow dryer to apply moisture intermittently. So every maybe 10 minutes I'll come in and do like a quick round the head situation with the blow dryer, and then after 5 minutes come back again, apply some heat around with the blow dryer. After about 3 sessions of that, I'll take it out and then I'll wash my hair. That's how I do my deep condition. But I try and avoid direct heat for drying. I'll just put my hair back in twists and let it to air dry, then do what I need to do with my hair. I've decided that heat is not for me. I don't need straight hair, so why would I apply heat to my hair in the first place? Also, you know, most girls say I don't have time to go natural because natural hair requires hard work. I'm here to let you know your hair actually does not like hard work. For most natural hair girls, their hair thrives when they leave their hair alone entirely. So find a regimen that lets you avoid manipulation often. I handle my hair about twice a month. That's the wash and deep condition and the style. All that happens on one day, and then after 2 weeks I'll come back in with another wash, deep condition and style. For that reason, I only handle my hair maybe about 2-3 times a month. That's it, point blank period. So if you're trying to go natural, if you think you can't go natural because you don't have the time, I have news for you. Natural hair does not require time. I avoid touching my hair when I'm tired or when I'm, you know, hungry or I'm angry or when I'm pressed for time. I'll try and avoid detangling or styling because that brings in frustration, and with my ends and with my knots it can cause a lot of breakage and rippage because I don't have the time or the patience. That's just a 4C strand. So I wanted to come on and give my 4C natural hair girls a quick shout out and let them know that we're in this thing together. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in my next medley. Rarely would it be a 4C. It's more glossy than others. What? That we accept it for what it is. So marinate the shampoo through your hair. The twists. When I was not, when I hadn't, I also wash my hair in knots. My hair tends to get knotted at the end. I don't know why that is. If someone knows, drop me a message and tell me why, because tell me why. Yeah, so